Morning, guys. Morning. Good morning and happy Thursday. I cannot believe it, but it is May. It is May. May. Crazy. I am slightly under the weather, hence why I am back on the couch. But we're not going to let that hold us from talking about everything that I read in the month of April, which is what today's video is about, right? So I read 11 books in the month of April, and most of them were like average. I did, out of 11 books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 11 books were 3 stars, and I'm not going to lie to you. A couple of those were shocking. Absolutely shocking that they were 3 stars. So let me go ahead and put my little diagram in here for you guys, and then we'll talk about it. So those are all the books that I've read in the month of April, all 11 of them. And some of them were like new releases that I was really waiting on, and that's kind of why I said a few of them were a little disappointing. So let's jump right into it, though. My first book of the month was a new release that did not disappoint. It was a 5-star plus and is up there probably in my top 5 books of the year. And that's Ava Reid's A Fable for the End of the World. That book is so good. It is LGBTQ, Hunger Games style, dystopian fantasticness. I really liked it. It is YA. So if you don't normally like YA, maybe read with caution. But I really enjoyed that book. The next one was my first 3-star of the month. It was Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I had seen it all over my TikTok. I finally decided to read it because I needed something on my Kindle. And was not good to me. Very slow. I am finding that with my fantasy, if there is not enough action, I just cannot follow it. It bores me senseless. And there was just a little too much romance in the romantasy than there was fantasy and action. So only 3 stars for Phantasma for me, which was a surprise. Up next, we have a 5-star read with Abby Jimenez's new release, Say You'll Remember Me. Read your trigger warnings on it, though. Has a lot to deal with animal abuse, death. It's a very depressing book, dementia, some scary stuff dealing with dementia. And so read your trigger warnings. Still was a 5-star read for me, though. Say You'll Remember Me. New release from Abby Jimenez. Next up was the new release from Lauren Roberts. Also a 5-star read. Fearless. We finished out the Powerless trilogy, I guess. I guess it was 4 books because there was a novella in there. But it was primarily a trilogy. So yeah. Finished out that one with Fearless. It was 5 stars. Little disappointing. I think it had 5-star plus potential and never quite got there. So there you go with that one. Next up was a group of 3-star reads. I read the, I think it's called Sugar Lake series by Emily McIntyre. So I started it in March. I finished out the series with Beneath the Stands, Beneath the Surface, and Beneath the Hood. They were all solid 3 stars from me. I liked them, didn't love them. They were pretty good. They were fun rom-coms, small town. They definitely kept me entertained laying in bed at night for something to fall asleep reading. Did not dislike them, but they were only a 3-star. The other surprising 3-star was Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. So I'm going to my first Dragon Con in September. Well, it's like August, September. I'm so excited. I am absolutely ecstatic. And T. Kingfisher is the literary notary speaker. And so I wanted to start reading some of her work to see about getting it signed or see if I want to go to her panel, see if I wanted to meet her. And I'm going to read a couple more books, but Sword Heart wasn't for me. It was very slow. What I have found in doing research is that T. Kingfisher does a lot of cozy, whimsical fantasy, and that's just not always for me. Cozy, you would think I would love cozy fantasy. Everything about me screams, that chick loves cozy fantasy. But in reality, I just don't. I find it doesn't have enough going on, and it drives me crazy. So, not usually a cozy fantasy fan. She does have a few other books that I have on my TBR that I'm going to try before September. Big number 3. Big disappointment was Emily Henry's newest Great Big Beautiful Life. Man, was I disappointed in this one. You guys know I rave about Emily Henry. I have bought every single book she's ever put out the day it came out. But she didn't get a review for this one because it just left me kind of with nothing to say. It just was so... I've heard it before. I could literally think of 2 to 3 books I've read that were almost the exact same book. 2 dueling writers wanting to write the life story of an old Hollywood starlet. I could literally name you 2 to 3 books. And it felt rushed at the end. And it was my least favorite Emily Henry book I've read to date. And I've read them all. So that was a bit of a disappointment. The last 3-star read that I read this month was Murder Road by Simone St. James. Once again, I've loved some Simone St. James books. This one fell a little bit flat for me. It was kind of like a ghost story and also like small town politics. It was good, wasn't great. Could have been better. I don't know. I was kind of in a little bit of a slump, but then I did finish out the month with a surprising 5-star plus read. Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I have seen this book everywhere. The covers are epic. The covers are like really cool looking Wild West covers. And I'm a big Chestnut Springs fan. And so I was like, I don't know if I want to do another cowboy romance. I love Chestnut Springs. That's my niche. That's what I'm going to stick with. I will read all of that series. And I guess Rose Hill now is the secondary series. But let me tell you, Done and Dusted was fantastic. I read it in 2 days. I could not freaking put it down. I plan to binge the rest of the books in the month of May. Already got Swift and Saddled loaded up. They are so good. Just as good as Chestnut Springs. If you like Chestnut Springs, give Done and Dusted or the Rebel Blue Ranch series, I think it's called, a try. So yeah, that is everything that I read in the month of April. It was a little bit of a light month for me. Just 11 books. No shame in 11 books, you guys. I am not mad about it. We're at 51 for the year, which is a little on the high side. I had hoped to only read about 100 books this year. I wanted to cut about 30, 40 books off my total from last year. Just because I know when I'm reading in the like 130, 140, 150s, I'm really disassociating from real life a lot. So trying to get out more, trying to do more with friends, spend less time huddled under my fourth wing blanket or reading fantasy novels and live my own life. So you might see some more months that are maybe on the 10 side as far as how many books I read. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Oh, we got a video upgrade. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the beginning, but look at us looking crystal clear. I ended up getting a new video. Well, I got a new phone. I joined the iPhone Club. I know, the horror, but the picture quality, I must say, is good. I must say that picture looks crisp. So there you go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry I've not been around a whole lot, but I'm going to work on that for sure. Getting back into routine as I heal. I'm walking around now. I've got back. Oh, I thought my crutches were right here. They're not. I was going to be like showing you my crutches. I am definitely walking around a whole lot more, so that's exciting. Just trying to heal as much as possible before July when I go on my trip with my daughter, and then of course for September's DragonCon, that's a lot of walking. So we are in full-blown healing mode, and I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me. So let me know what you read in April. If you read anything great that isn't on my list, please drop it down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.